Okay. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, coach. Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, for most teams, well, that's not true. Sorry, I'll start that. For the 2014s and the nope, for the 2013s and the 2015s, there we go. This was the last weekend of the season. Um, And then the 2014s, 2012s, 2011s, and 2010s, you guys have a game this weekend. But I would call this pretty much our last real weekend of games. And I have to say that out of every weekend that I have coached so far this winter season, this one was the one that I was by far the most proud of. And what's interesting is when we break down the stats, the stats actually support this, right? So we're going to look at it and you'll be able to see and figure out based on the stats who played the best, right? So if we start at the 2015 game, which was probably the toughest team that we played against this weekend, I would say the 2015s had the toughest matchup. The rest of the teams I thought we handled pretty easily. So if we look at kind of the 2015s, who played again pretty well, and we see their 64% possession, which is fantastic. And we look at what I love, and you know this as well, is the passing strings, right? So 14 passing sequences of 3 to 5. Their longest passing streak was 7. Okay. So very good performance from them. Let's go into the 2014 game. '61. Okay. We'll go into the pass strings. 15. Uh, between 3 to 5, and again 7. If I look at the teams, I would say that right now the 2014 is the one that's struggling the most with keeping possession. 2013 team. Okay, this was a fantastic game. 48%. I don't know how right this is. I think the VO actually messed up. I think what happened was that when it recorded, it got Andre as one of their players. So I don't think this is actually true. But if we look at the stats, the passing strings here, okay, 8. So again, the least amount here. Okay, I guess that's kind of supported by that, but I don't know. And then my favorite game by far, and this is the one that I really want to focus on today, is the 2012 game. Now, you'll see here 69% possession. And if we look at the passing strings, 24 sequences between 3 to 5. Their longest pass was 9. And in between, 6, they connected 6 passes in a row twice. They connected 5 twice and 4 5 times. Okay. This is insane. This is fantastic. And I even heard one of you guys saying it that we played. This was a Manchester City performance through and through. Everything. Right. And if we look at the way Manchester City plays, even when they go down, they don't panic. And that's what happened in this game. We had total control of the game, and let's actually let's go here. Okay. Um, we had total control, and you'll start to see this here. And I think what really helped was our talk at the beginning. And do you remember what I said at the beginning of the game? Do you remember that I wanted you to really, and I say it a
Enjoy
lot.
having the ball.
Exactly. Enjoy keeping possession. Enjoy having the ball. And you'll hear me say that a lot here. And that's what you guys did.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
And you
Hey,
can
we gotta
see
push up.
here, right, what I normally see in this situation, and I see this with every other team, is that when the center mid gets the ball, they're looking up and going forward. Sorry, not looking up. They're going forward, right? Everyone, you guys are always looking up. You guys are always scanning, right? Because we work on that really hard. But what I loved about this is that this right here is what we recognized as possession, 3 against 1. And we were able to keep the ball until we saw an open winger. Okay. And when we didn't, we just didn't force it. And you'll see this throughout the game. And it's just possession. And it's now very easy to get into their half. Very easy. And then now, again, just not forcing it, right? Keeping possession, resetting. And now we're in zone 3, able to keep possession in zone 3. And it's just not something that we saw with our other teams as often. I think everyone played well. I want to be clear on that. But this was a different level that I have not seen from any other team, minus maybe the 2011s in the game that we played against the Cosmos. But the 2011s have a chance this weekend to perform this exact type of game where it's possession, just not forcing it. Okay. And again, taking the time, waiting for pressure. Look at Matthew, completely open. Okay. And when we get in trouble here, calm down. Calm down. Let me just see who's on the call here. Perfect. And Lucas, I really want you to pay attention to how Andre is playing. Okay. Andre did a really great job of moving the ball and being calm on the ball. And that is the quality of a good goalkeeper. Calmness on the ball. Right? Here's possession. Okay. There, we should have reset. But look at how high up he is. That's great. That's great. Okay. Again, just great possession. Great keeping the ball in zone 3. Okay. And you'll see here, I think this is where they score soon. No, maybe. No, not yet. Soon.
What was the
If
score?
you, it was 4-3 us. Yeah, that's great defending here, and that's great shielding. And at this point right now, nothing for white, nothing. We have possession, we have total control, and we're enjoying it, right? We're enjoying playing with the ball, right? Matthew does a great job here, finding the passing lane, finding the gap, playing behind the line. Okay, and this is where they score. Yeah, and that's okay. Okay. Now those are shots that, I really don't mind going in. Okay. But I don't mind that. Now, again, they're just playing back, and we have to get them to attract. Right here is a great reset. Okay. Great idea to go back. Matthew should have gone back again because look at how many are here. Look at all the space Felipe has. That's when we should be resetting. It's a good idea to shoot. Remember, well, let's see if we stop Matthew. Let's go back here. There. So if we draw it out, right? He is just, sorry, let's go this way. He's just entering zone 4. right? We could argue that zone 4 is a little bit more here. Okay. And if that is so, then this would be half of zone 3. So this is a fair shot, right? We could also have reset or reset, but I see the player there. We could have also reset there, right? But this is a good idea there. We're half of zone 3. Good. Okay, now we are playing this team again next week. And what I'm looking for next week is number 80. Okay, that's their so far the only player that I saw that was dangerous. So we're going to need to make sure, and we'll get into what Omar does here. That's that allows number 80 to be successful, and we'll probably see it pretty soon. But this is again great, not forcing it, keeping possession. CN has time. Great pass to Mert there. And just miscontrolled it. But you can see here that the game is being played in zone 3, and that's where we want it. And from the beginning, I knew we would win this game because of how we moved and kept possession in zone 3. That's a great ball. Omar just doesn't get there, gets scared there a little bit. But what I saw from the defenders, what I saw from the midfielders is the willingness to stay in zone 3 and just not forcing it. Right. So now we're in zone 3 and now just trying to keep the ball in zone 3, not pushing until there is space. Right. I didn't really like that shot. Okay. Now here, Andre, again, great job here by Omar. Matthew wide open. That's great. Great. Well done. Okay. But you'll see again, most of it is played in zone 3. And if we stop this and we again go into our analytics, look at this. 45% is in that half zone 3, zone 2, which is exactly where we want. If we go into the heat map and let's do the first, look at this. We're the red, right? It's exactly in zone 3. And this is exactly our shape, right? 2, 1 player in the middle, winger, forward. This is it, right? And if we go into second period, right, it's the exact same thing. We are playing in zone 3. What else can we use here? I think that, pass locations. Again, 74% was in the middle. That's fantastic, right? This is everything that we've ever worked for. All of our training that we've been doing, well, this past month, that's it. This is it.
Everyone's on a player.
That's good shielding. And then it's us again, our ball. Now, again, Eduardo, fantastic position in zone 3. Omar is coming into zone 3. Matthew is at the edge of zone 3. Now, Matthew should show in just like he does there. This is exactly how we want to build up. Okay. That's exactly right from a position point of view. Now we shouldn't force it. That's a force. Okay, our ball. Space now. Again, Matthew playing in between. And I just want you to see here how Matthew played because this made all the difference. Where am I? There we go. it's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, we'll let it run there. My internet. Ooh, what a shot. Okay, so here is now the problem. Okay, so just watch Omar defense. Oh, no, not there. Okay, not forcing it. That's great. We're having a problem scoring goals. That's something we'll go over tomorrow. Okay. Spoke a little bit about it last week, but I'm starting to see the same problem. That's great with Hugo. And now again, just enjoying possession here. Okay. Not forcing it. Yeah, there's a little bit less control now than what I saw at the beginning of the game. Okay, let's go in here so I can show you what Matthew. See what auto. Here we go. That's fine. Well, you'll recognize this as the half game. Let's be yellow. Oh, no. Yeah, let's be yellow here. Perfect. What am I missing here? Two, three. Perfect. Okay. So here's our zones. Okay, this is a goal kick now. We know that our winger should be in zone 3. So when that ball is played to the winger, to the defender, what Matthew did here, which was really great, was he played in between the center mid and the winger. That was his positioning. And because it's now a 3v1 there, right? Now he shifted, played in between the winger and center mid, and he was always open. And you'll be able to see this throughout the game. And that is exactly how we want to play it. Okay, again, you'll see Matthew there completely open. Ooh, that's a foul. That's great defending by Hugo. Excellent. Okay, so again, Matthew is playing theoretically. Their winger's way out of position. I don't know why he's there. Okay, but look, now Matthew's playing in between the... Oh, here we go. Winger and center mid. There's Matthew, right? Playing between them. And then now I've switched Matthew and Felipe. So now Felipe's center mid. Yeah, that's a great first touch there, I think, by CN. There's the ball there. Okay, again, playing in between. Let's go up a little bit here. Okay, here we go. Okay, and that's exactly back into where we want. Zone 3, keeping possession. That's fantastic. That's incredible play. Okay, and let's count those passes there because I think this is one of the strings. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a shot. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant play. Don't really like that. Now space. So much space and time. Everyone is now in zone 3 where they should be. Andre's just not coming up fast enough. And that's great. Keeping possession in zone 3. I don't really like that shot. That was closer to start of zone 3 than zone 4. And I think I was saying that there. Okay, that's so much better. And look at this. Right? Like that's just keeping possession, not being selfish. Let's look at that again. And how many passes it took. 1, 2, 3, and then that goal there. But most importantly, what we did from there is we started on the right side and we used the center mid to switch the ball to the other side with a fake shot. And then that's it. Just very, very simple. Okay. And these are the things that I want to start to see with other teams. Well, since we're here, let's start looking. Let's look at the 2015 game. Let's start in the second half here against Asante. This was again a really tough game. There was a really good battle here in the center mid, and I made a change here. You'll see here. I'm gonna say something, and I want you to understand it. What I want most of all for you is to be leaders and to be able to shine in the game. So what does that mean to me? It means that you should, as an offensive player, be someone who can change games. But more importantly, what happened in this game was Asante scored 4 goals on us. And it was this player right here who's Asante's best player. At halftime, all I did was I changed Noah and told Noah, you have to stay on him. And in the second half, they got 1. And your ability as a defender to shut down a player that's really good is a game changer. And if you can be a game changer on defense and offense, that's fantastic. Now you'll see here, Darren did a fantastic job. So did David and Kai there. But our ability now is going to change completely in this game because in the first half, we didn't struggle, but we weren't at our best. And now what you'll see is Noah completely taking that center mid out of the game. And I kept telling him to stay with him. And this is what I want 2012s for that number 80. Who wants to be that brave player that wants to stay on that number 80 that whole game? Right? And now you'll see for a while, we're not going to move the camera because we don't have to. Okay. Maybe I was wrong there. Okay. But we should get it back. Okay. This was also Yusuf's first game. So he did fantastic as a goalkeeper too, which was great. They're a really good game for him there. Okay. But there's Noah right there. Right. Okay. Great job by Yusuf. All right. Okay. And now our ability again to move that ball from side to side. Great pass here to get us into zone 4. our ball. Let's get back into zone 3. Oh, let's go back again. Okay, so here you'll see a switch. And I got to say the 2015s have gotten really, really good at this, trying to switch the ball from side to side. They're not always successful, but the fact that they're constantly looking for it, that's going to take this team to a very, very high level very quickly. Okay, Kai does a great job here. Okay. Scissors, Maradona here trying. Okay, not bad. But I'm really starting to see with the 2015 team trying to do the right things, right? Keeping possession, not panicking, waiting for that open player on the wing. Okay. And if we continue this way, I have no doubt that we'll get to where that 2012 team is. Let's check in on 2014. Okay. Again, I thought, same thing here with the 2014s. Again, I thought we played well. I think the 2014s struggle sometimes to keep possession. Okay. Right. And I think that's why, Lucas, I think sometimes you panic a little bit, which is okay. But the difference that I saw between you and Andre is Andre's ability to make the pass and find the open player instead of kicking it up. Right. So here and then kicking it away. Right. Rather than having the confidence to find Nilan or find Vafa. Right. And finding that pass rather than kicking it out because now we just gave it away. Right. And I think that was the big difference here. And the passing too. Yeah, see, it's kicking it away and then hoping that Jetien gets it, right? Rather than finding the player. That's good. That's good. Love that. That's great there. That's excellent. Okay. Again, it's not bad, right? I think if we correct what's going on in the back and we have a game to do that this weekend, I'm not sure who we're playing against. Yeah, we're playing Moordale, so we should be okay. But see that, right? So instead of that, having the confidence to hold and wait, right? There's no rush. Wait for us to get into our shape, right? I'm pretty sure that one was my fault because we saw 1v1. I think that's my fault there, Lucas. But yeah, because there is a 1v1. So when that happens, I agree. Okay. But for me, right, that building out of the back, attracting them, that's really where we want to get to. 43. Okay, let's get into the 2013 game as well. There we played well there. Too. Yeah, that was against Bradford. Yeah, I think this was a really good way to end the season with these guys. Okay, so here's that reset. Yeah, and that's great. All right, so I actually think we had a lot more possession than the VO stated there. Okay, this is great. And again, it's about Andre being confident and not just kicking it. And what I love here is look at where that ball started, right? That ball started on one side, And then we got it to the other side. We switched that ball. And whenever we switch the ball from side to side, that's when we enjoy space. That's when we enjoy space in 1v1, right? And we can see that here. Okay, but again, the problem is with this team versus the 2012s is we're just playing in zone 2. I mean, in zone 4 instead of the 2012s that played in zone 3. And you'll see here playing in zone 3, what happens? Now we got them in, right? So if we look at where they are here, that ball resets, and look what happens when it resets. All of them are now out of zone 4, which allows us to go back in, right? Look at that. Look at the space now that Adam has. And it's simply because we reset the ball. And that took too long by Jetien. Okay. And again, resetting moves them up. And if we look here now, look at the space Adam has. Okay. Just a bad pass there. That's okay. Okay, forcing it. Okay, and a switch there. Good try. Just not accurate enough. It's good. Excellent. Switch again. It's a great save. And that's good. Okay, I just see so far too much of zone 4 play. Not enough of zone 3. Good. So in that situation, instead of going forward, the 2012s reset. And that's why they were able to enjoy possession so much more. Right? That's where we would reset. Look at how many players there are. Now, excellent. We reset, we move them up again. And then Andre made a mistake there. But if we freeze it right there where Mertz actually open, look at the space now that we have here. Look at Adam, right? And I think maybe that's even what Andre saw. But what we have to realize and start to do more often is understand that we don't have to go forward. And it is about playing in zone 3. We should be in here for a maximum of 3 seconds. That's it. And it's a through ball, 1, 2, score. That's really what we're looking at. Or a through ball, dribble, and score. That's it. Okay. But it shouldn't be more than 3 seconds. And a lot of the time now, we're just holding the ball in there too long. All right, Darren, no worries. Right. And it's that ability not to reset that's really getting us to, I would say, a B if we want to get to that A level, right? So here there's 3 players. Okay, that was great. But why was that great? Because we were in zone 4. We got out of there, and then we went back in. Okay, that's where we should have reset. Again, didn't do that. We got lucky. We should reset here again. We do. And now enjoying it, holding it. right? Now there is 3 on us. So one of us should be free. And Jetien is free here. And Adam is free. That's great. Love it. And then now we should be keeping resetting, right, Ryan? And you're always kind of looking to go forward, Ryan. And I think that should change, right? Oh boy. And if we go back, Ryan, I just want to show you why. So here we go. Your first touch should have been forward, but it wasn't. You went backwards. So now that pass should be to who?
Adam?
The striker.
Well, his first touch was this way, though, right? So if his first touch was that way, you're 100% right. All of you. Yes, then we go forward. But his first touch took the ball, right?
Jared?
Yeah, to Jared. But watch his first touch. It brings him back in, even though that was a great pass by Jetien because it goes to the correct foot. But now the most important thing is that pass to Jared should be to where?
The furthest foot away from the defender.
Yeah, it shouldn't be here because that's where the defender is going to come. Instead, it should be there to give Jared the space. It should also tell Jared that you want to go back to reset. Or as that pass is back, you run away. Either that pass comes to you. If he comes, then we go through. Okay, and that's all we've been working. Pardon?
Okay.
Okay, good. But I think it's a lot of not really resetting enough. And let's just go back for the 2012, just for the last like 5 minutes. We'll get into kind of the second half where it was really about possession. I wish they would break it down by halves here. Okay, so this is it, right? That's zone 3 play right here. The ability to see that there's so many here. Now we should reset. Okay. We go through 4 players. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Where's possession? Okay, here we go. Okay, again, playing in between. Good. Not panicking. Keeping it. It's okay. Okay, let's talk about the issue there. What do you think the issue was? Someone tell me what the issue is here.
I had space.
You know, you were fine because you went.
Felipe should be in between the midfield and the winger.
Okay. Talk to me about Omar.
Oh. He
He
needs
should
to
be
move and make a run.
Pardon?
He needs to move and make a run.
Before that.
He's
not
open.
He should support.
Okay.
He's not wide.
He's not wide. He's also offside. And I know there's no offsides here, but there will be in the summer. And what that will do is either now Matthew can play to this foot, which will attract back go, or if he comes, then that opens up the space. But because he's playing almost in that half space, there isn't enough space. And more importantly, there isn't a good enough angle for Matthew to go because this ball, which he tries, okay, is too far. Okay. If we make that trajectory here, Omar would have to sprint, and this is turf, right? Versus if Omar was wide and attract, now that run is here, which is so much easier for him to get that ball. Okay, let's play that out. I would say we did a really good job building out of the back in this game. Right. Just like that. And it looks so effortless. And look, he starts wide now, and that's when he gets it. Because he starts wide, ball goes back. This is exactly what we're talking about when getting into zone 4. Look at how much wider he starts his run. Look at this. Look, he attracts him wide, right? We can see that here. He's wide, and then now he starts his run. Look at that. Now he goes so Matthew can play. And then that gets us into zone 4 because that's a through ball. And then now we play. So that was fantastic. Now we're keeping possession in zone 3 for the shot. Great. Okay. That is how we play. And that's why, in my opinion, this was the best game we've had.